Steven Spielberg is the single greatest Hollywood director ever. But Norman, I hear you ask, why is Steven Spielberg the greatest Hollywood director ever? Well, aside from this, and even this, Spielberg knows how to keep the audience entertained and emotionally invested regardless of what is on screen. Now, you may have noticed in some of my earlier reviews that I stated that it is entirely possible to make scenes that are nothing but dialogue interesting and entertaining. Well, Spielberg's latest film, and boy is it a wonderful film, is a perfect example of what I was talking about. See, the reason most dialogue scenes in movies tend to be boring is because they're not directed very well. Oh, the actors may be delivering the lines very well and the dialogue may be very interesting stuff, but no matter how well written the dialogue is and no matter how good your actors are, a scene with two people talking is just going to be boring. Not from lack of effort, not from lack of talent, and not from bad writing. Dialogue scenes are boring in movies because nothing is happening. Steven Spielberg is the master of making things happen in scenes where nothing is really happening. Or at least in scenes where nothing seems to be happening. Spielberg has such a strong understanding of the visual language of film that he is the master of making dialogue scenes interesting. Yes, Quentin Tarantino is the master of dialogue and he's able to do the same kind of thing, but you know what? I honestly prefer Spielberg's ability to make dialogue entertaining. Why? Because at the very least, he doesn't always end his conversations with gunfights or explosions. Okay, enough about praising Spielberg for a moment. Let's talk about his latest cinematic opus. This movie is so beautiful. Inspired by actual events, the story follows insurance attorney James B. Donovan, played by Tom Hanks, during a very pivotal moment in his career, and indeed in his life. During the Cold War, he agreed to defend a Russian spy named Rudolph Abel, played by Mark Rylance. As the events unfold, an American spy pilot crash lands in Russia. Now, he's in charge of negotiating an exchange. Their spy for our spy. This movie is a masterpiece. Every single scene in this movie is masterfully crafted to be entertaining, interesting, and intense. The cinematography is absolutely gorgeous, the writing is absolutely top-notch, the direction is golden, and everyone's acting is superb. But of course, the best thing about this movie for me is its commentary on the perception of enemies and friends. The story uses the Cold War setting to remind people what it really means to be someone's friend and someone's enemy. It also makes a great effort to teach people about the dangers of unwarranted hatred. Even in the face of potential devastation, constant hatred towards someone else will get you nowhere. Plus, just like Captain America, this movie tells us that it is always important to do the right thing, no matter how hard it may seem. This is a kind of movie that truly brings people together, and not just for entertainment value. It's a kind of movie that makes me love movies and makes me want to make movies for a living. And hopefully, it will do the same for other younger aspiring filmmakers. I cannot recommend this movie enough. You absolutely must see this movie. And on the off chance Steven Spielberg and or Tom Hanks is watching this, I just have one thing to say to both of you. Thank you for keeping the true art form of movies alive. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Norman. Thank you for watching.